Hi everybody, this is Bob and the gang from Sigma Engineering. If you're watching this video, then you are interested in product information on one of our Sigma Engineering monster banner heat welders powered by Impulse Technology. My name is Bob Miller. I'm located in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's East Coast time. I am your North America factory authorized sales rep for the entire product line of Sigma Engineering monster banner heat welders powered by Impulse Technology. We're going to do a walk around this machine so you can see what it looks like. Look at this 1 3/8 steel plate side frame construction. This machine is configured with an open U-throw, which allows you to be able to accommodate doing oversized or hangover banners. Tray troughs to hold media in the front and the rear of this machine. There's that H 3/8 side plate again. U-frame construction. Tray troughs in the front and the rear of the machine. Okay, today I'm going to be presenting video content, what I could call controls, features, and settings, which means I will not be demonstrating this machine. I will only be discussing details, which means this video is long, drawn out, boring. So let's get right into it. There are 4 markets served for these type of machines. The primary market is for the window decor business, otherwise known as curtains, blinds, and shades. Secondary market is for the sunshade protection business, which is basically curtain, blinds, and shades, except we change out the media for sunshade protection, sun filtering. The third market served is the canvas and awning business. By the way, the level of complexity in weld applications in the canvas and awning business are at its highest level when you have a device like this. The fourth market served for this is what I'm going to be doing with it, which is presenting this machine to the sign and graphics and billboard business. Let's get right into it. I have prepared 6 questions that I feel pertain to this machine. The first question is, what is this thing? What I'll explain to you is what this machine is not. When you hear the term impulse welder, you think that it's some type of frequency device. This machine is not a radio frequency device. It is not an ultrasonic device. It is not an electron beam device. It is not a hot air welding device. It is not a hot wedged welding device. And it is certainly not a sewing machine. What is this thing? It's a heat welder. The easiest way to describe it. Why do you want this machine? This is the part about the video that I love. I've been trying to figure out how to present this to all of you. I've been in the sign and graphics business for 26 years, and I've been heat welding and sewing banners for 26 years. And I run into the same problem daily. I have quality issues and consistency issues, and I have staff issues. I make a lot of oversized banners. I cannot give a 24-foot, 36-foot, 48-foot wide banner to my staff in my heat welding applications and get it right. I'll wind up owning that banner. So I've been on a one-man crusade to find a technology that allows me to have a machine where I can walk up, put the material in the machine, push the button, and the machine automatically makes the mechanical fold, the fold overhand, and automatically makes the weld. And guess what? I found it, and I'm standing in front of it. That's why you want one of these machines. Who is this machine for? Grand format guys. This is not for a small to mid-sized shop. You really need to have a combination of 5-foot wide, 10-foot wide, 16-foot wide printing applications, and you really need to be doing oversized hangover large banners. How long does it take to get it? From the time where you've placed your configuring order and deposit received, we need between 12 and 14 weeks. These machines are custom built, made to order to specifications. We also need 6 to 8 weeks to get it shipped direct customer DTC to your loading dock. How much does a machine cost? You want that information? You need to call me. I need 3 criteria to determine your machine cost. The first is, what are your fold-over hem applications that you're currently using in your shop? Some of you are all heat welders, some are sewers, some are combination. The 3 common heat welding nozzle size applications in the North America market are as follows. 1-inch nozzle, 1 1/4 inch nozzle, 1 1/2 inch nozzle, which equates to 20 millimeter, 30 millimeter, 40 millimeter nozzles. Sewing walking foots, double needle, maximum size walking foot's about 7/8 of an inch. So what I need to do is spec your machine to match the hem applications that you're currently using in the shop. The second criteria is, how wide of a machine do you use? I like to ask customers is, what's the smallest and the largest application that you've ever made, but what's the largest request you've ever had to make? That way I get you a machine spec to allow you wiggle room to get into large, oversized, hangover applications. The third criteria is, what collection of media are you running? I always want to leave you growing room to add other medias into your product line. And the sixth question I have on this here is, well, the machine showed up at your shop. Now what? We provide on-site training and operator training, but I provide application support to you post-sale in the form of training files that I'm going to email to you for your shop to print out, and for your operators to take these training files, they're called monster files, take these training files, print these out, and learn how to do these applications on scrap material and not learn how to operate this machine on live jobs. On to the next topic. Industry standards. I have approximately 40 grand format customers here in the US. That would be Sign and Graphics and our Billboard. And I decided to conduct a informal survey, or I like to call it interrogating them. I interrogated everybody, some questions, to determine what are industry standards in regards to sewing and heat welding. Sewing's pretty straightforward. Everybody's running double needle sewing machines. They're all running with sewing machines without stitch regulators, otherwise known as cruise control. And they're all running without fold over hem applications. The operators are hand feeding this, and they're running the sewing at their speed that they choose to. Seems to average between 20 and 30 feet. What are the industry standards for heat welding? As a general rule of thumb, whether it's Sonographic or Billboard, you guys are operating your machines at approximately 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Second industry standard, heat welding, is they seem to average at 20 feet per minute, and I love it because all the Billboard guys tell me they run at 45 feet per minute, which is not the case. I walk out of Billboard shops and they're running 20 feet per minute. Forced air, we all run maximum air on this unless we're running fence mesh application material where we run half air volume. And the fourth industry standard is Sign and Graphic, uses 95% of them in North America, uses the number 2 grommet washer. I have some really exciting news for all of you. Your heat welding is 750 degrees. This machine welds at 300 degrees. And let me repeat myself. This machine welds at 300 degrees. And think about that with your media applications. What sizes are available for your machines? The factory makes 5 sizes. They make a 13-footer, 16-footer, 20-footer, 27-footer, and 40-footer for you Billboard guys. Otherwise known as a 4-meter, 5-meter, 6-meter, 8.4, and 12-meter machines. Our number one selling machine size is the 20-footer, and I am going to base this entire presentation on our 20-footer. Bar sizes. Bar sizes. This once again coordinates to the nozzle sizes that are available in North America. When you order this machine, we can order with 3 sets of bar sizes. That would be 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inch, otherwise known as 20 millimeter, 30 millimeter, 40 millimeter. On to the next topic, dwell cycle, duty cycle. The first question you guys are going to ask me is, well, how long does it take this machine to heat weld a fold over hem application? I refer to that as a dwell cycle, otherwise known as a duty cycle. There are 6 primary functions involved with your duty cycle. On average, a dwell cycle or duty cycle takes less than 1 minute. This is what happens when you turn the machine on. Operator pushes the material to the backstop, hits the button. You hit the button, the media bar comes down, holds the media. The next automatic fold over hem guide bar comes down and makes that mechanical fold, which automatically folds that fold over hem application. Next application is the heating cycle. Next application is the welding cycle. Next application is the cooling down cycle. And the 6th is the media release. On average, less than 1 minute. And I'm basing this presentation on our number one selling unit size, which is our 20-footer. Therefore, you have a 20-foot welder, and you put a 20-foot banner in a 20-foot welder, it takes 1 minute, 20 feet per minute. If you put a 2-foot banner in a 20-foot welder, it still takes 1 minute. Oh, quality issues. Oops, I'm sorry, I got that. Quality issues. The reason I pursued this machine is because it eliminates the quality issues that have making me crazy with heat welding over the last 26 years. Those quality issues are as follows. There are no more dreaded corners. You have all seen all my other Monster Banner heat welder videos. You've all seen me attack the dreaded corner topic. This machine eliminates the dreaded gap, which is the gap that you see when you're sewing and when you're heat welding, the non-contact area when you make the mechanical fold. This machine eliminates the dreaded roping or tunneling, which happens when you pole pocket. I have a pretty good picture of what roping and tunneling looks like. And this has been playing havoc with me for pole pocketing applications, especially on a billboard. Pretty straightforward. I've got a 30-foot, 40-foot billboard application. I'm making a pole pocketing heat weld. The heat gets trapped in there, and the material ropes or tunnels. This machine eliminates that. This machine also eliminates the wavy or pillow edge hems that you see, in particular because you're exposing the media to 750 degrees. I like to refer to it as potato chip welds. They are eliminated. This machine also eliminates the giving off of smoke and gas from being in contact with 750 degrees with PE and PVC. And this machine eliminates ridiculous welding temperatures. Therefore, the quality issues are improved. Installation and training. It is the customer's responsibility to receive their crate, uncrate the machine, place it on the floor, and have a power supply wired to the machine before we arrive. Your Sigma rep will adjust the pressures and calibrate the settings. The machine, we will also calibrate the voltage supply. It's very important you run consistent voltage supply with this machine. It will not operate correctly with voltage variance. We are going to demonstrate and train your staff, and I'm going to be providing the product support post-sale to your staff in the form of DIY, do-it-yourself, monster training files to run this application in-house. On to the next topic, rigging requirements. Once again, I'm basing this presentation on our 20-foot wide best-selling machine. Guys, a 20-foot wide Sigma Engineering impulse welder weighs 10,000 pounds. It's no joke. It's built like a tank, which means that this machine is very top-heavy. All the weight's up top. Uncrated, it's okay to pick it up with a forklift and stage it in position. But to lift it off that pallet, you have to pick this machine up from the ends with straps and shackles. There are provisions there for straps and shackles on the tops of the machines. The back of the machine needs to be staged and positioned in your shop 4 feet off the back wall of it, so we have service access to the back of the machine. And the last rigging requirement is we do not authorize you to put this machine on casters. It must sit on the floor level. On to the next topic, air and electrical. This machine requires 90 psi, otherwise known as 6 bar. We prefer that you run this off of house air. However, you can run it along standalone air. We recommend minimum 30-gallon, 60-gallon air compressor tank. Power supply on this machine. This is a European-made device, and it is powered supplied as follows. 230-volt, 3-phase, 60 amp. We do not provide step-up or step-down transformers on this device, and we do not provide phase converters. Wire accordingly. Preventative maintenance. There are 3 in-house DIY preventative maintenance functions that you need to do on your machine, either half a year or yearly interval based on your volume. The first is to replace the Teflon sleeves that are on your bars, and we will demonstrate how to do that. The second is to replace your electrode wires inside the bars, and we will demonstrate how to do that. And the third, in-house DIY on an every 2-week interval is you guys need to check your bar pressure and your machine level, make sure your machine's operating correctly. And oh, by the way, when you buy the machine, you get 1 free replacement set of Teflon covers for all of your bars and 1 free replacement set of electrodes for all of your bars. Types of hems. As far as I'm concerned, there are 3 predominant types of hems that pertain to the sign and graphic and billboard business, and I've specified this machine to accommodate those, which would be fold-over hem, and then fold-over hem applications with or without weldable webbing. The third is overlap seams, otherwise known as tiling or splicing. And the third is pole pocketing, which would be from 0 all the way up to 3.5 inch, which accommodates your billboard guys. Special applications. What are you doing to have a hangover? What is a hangover with one of these machines? A hangover is, what do when you have a banner that's a lot bigger than the machine? You have to have a workflow. I'm going to be demonstrating my hangover applications in operational videos, but this does have a open U-frame construction to accommodate your hangover problem. I'm also going to be demonstrating swedges, which are pole extenders that I use to accommodate hangover banners. Next topic, shipping. Once again, I'm basing this on my 20-foot version of this machine. A 20-footer ships completely assembled. Make sure you have the ability to be able to move a 20-footer inside your shop accordingly. Ships in a 40-foot high cube container. Guys, a machine weighs 10,000 pounds. It's no joke. It needs a big container. The machine weighs 10,000 pounds. This machine delivers to you DTC, direct to your customer. It is our responsibility to have this machine at your loading dock as we've obligated. In any event, thank you for watching my presentation on the product line of Sigma Engineering Monster Banner Heat Welders powered by Impulse Technology. My name is Bob Miller. I'm located in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's East Coast time. If you're looking for me for product information, pricing, and availability, please call me. That's the phone number. Thanks for watching the video, and that's a wrap.